It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll see this team's electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. Great game in store for y'all. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second and 6. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 22 now, here's second and a yard.
At the 22-yard line.
And this is caught at the end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he's got his man on the out route. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 1.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you.
And we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Right back to him on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a big play there. 49 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I
think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things up at 13.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they'll send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. In motion goes the tight end. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. This will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to throw now on first down.
That is caught by Herbert. He's got room to roam.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Carson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
148 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves